Hallo Freunde der analogen Unterhaltung, es war eine ganz kurze Pause. Jetzt geht es schon weiter mit noch einem weiteren Spiel von AEG und zwar Siege. So, hello, nice to meet you. Hello.
Nice to meet you.
And yeah, I'm very excited. Tell me about your game.
So this is a game you're actually a king in your castle.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, you like being the king?
Yeah. You already got me.
So you get 6 cards. All of the cards are different, and they have numbers from
cool illustrations.
1 to 6.
Yes,
okay. Okay, and then you are placing your cards the way you want in your castle. Of course, other people don't see what you do.
What you know? I decide.
Yeah,
which
you
row.
decide. You decide which role where you want to put. Actually,
okay.
At some point, you are in a situation where everybody finished to place their cards. You can start playing. The first player, the last to visit the castle, you know, of course, he has a few options. He can either go to siege to another castle,
but you don't know who
you don't know who you're going to siege. Aha! But you have different combinations, and you'll see that there are some outcomes that are also very interesting. So you can go to siege.
Yes.
When you are in a siege situation, this is mirror situation. Yeah, there is a second option you can do. You can also attack once you're in a siege situation. So you can attack with your card. Okay. The other thing that you can do is also, if someone is siege in your castle, this is also the same action.
I can defend also. Or?
Yeah, you're defending. The one that attacks is you can attack from your own castle.
Okay.
Okay. And the third action that you can do, if you are not in a siege situation, this card is free, right? You can actually open it and activate the special ability.
The special ability of the card.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the special ability of the courtier. Okay. Great.
Yes. Well.
So, for example, this is actually a very bad situation because when you open a card, the cat died. You're like in the castle. Everything you do brings you closer to death, right? Because we are all starving in siege situations.
Okay.
So when you play this card, you are in a situation where you're losing this card.
Okay.
So, for example, if I go here and I attack, this card is dying, and then we will see the outcome of the attack. The attack works that if I have higher number, I will win. So actually you have cards from 1 to 6. So only the one will die.
Will die
if they are tied, the defender will survive. But he won't tell me. He just tell me I'll survive. So I will not know which card.
Of course not. Yes.
Of course not. So of course.
He can lie also.
Exactly. If you lose your king, you're out of the game.
Okay. The king is the 6.
The king is the 4.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, klar. Oh,
of course, you don't attack with the king. Sometimes you have no choice because it's the last thing you can do. So you attack with the king and you lose the game. So the thing is that all the game calls there, people start to siege on each other's. Okay. And at some point, you have less and less option. For example, the ability of the courtier that you zoomed in earlier. The courtier, you can force someone to sacrifice a card. You remember?
Yes.
I just sacrificed the card, right? So people should sacrifice the card. For example, if these people... So I can...
And you can choose?
Yeah, I choose the player.
Okay.
So the player now, he has 3 cards that actually are in the situation that they can sacrifice. If you're into the siege position, you cannot sacrifice yourself.
So the free cards, not the already attacked one?
Exactly. For example, if he was in my castle here and he went in his castle here, in this situation he has no choice.
He must.
Yeah, so maybe I think it's the king.
This is the king he wants to protect and just bam.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now you have abilities, and with that you'll know everything about the game. The abilities are unique per card. So the number 1 is the assassin, and the assassin can defeat the king and the knight, although they are the number 4 and 6. Okay?
Yeah.
The ability of the gatekeeper is that when he's on the side of the castle, his value is 5 instead of 2. So you are always afraid of attacking the side of the castle because maybe there's the gatekeeper there, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, he would be the first option, but
yeah, maybe not. You can try to outsmart your friend. You lose, of course, if the king is
the king is dead.
Yeah. Number 3, we spoke about this card. You force an opponent to sacrifice the card. The Chancellor, this is the retreat. It's a special action that you can do. Only with this card is to bring back a card that is sieging in another castle to your castle.
Ah, okay.
You put it wherever you
want.
want.
That was a bad idea. I have to.
Yeah, maybe things evolved and then you have different opinion. With this card, you can also send back someone to his own castle to free your own card.
Okay.
You can actually send a card back to his own castle. And the last one is the knight. The knight is actually can sacrifice himself instead of revealing the outcome of a battle. So if someone attacks you, it can be maybe it's the king and you say, oh, I don't want to die, of course, so I will actually open my knight instead. I remind you that if someone attacks me here, and the king is supposed to die because the knight is 6 and the king is 4.
So it's a little bit of bodyguard.
Yeah, it's the bodyguard, he sacrificed himself. but you can also bluff and sacrifice yourself to save a card that is not important. So people say,
Okay,
oh, he has the
that's
king.
the king, that's the king.
Exactly. So you have a lot of combinations to bluff, outsmart the people, and try to, you know, to understand the dynamics and the cards that are in play.
Really cool, really
So
cool.
that's a very simple card game.
I must say, I like it really much.
Yes,
That's
you like
cool.
it?
Yeah, it's
Very
awesome.
fun.
It's cool. It's like a really aggressive love letter style combat.
It's simple with hidden cards, but the thing it works from 2 people, although it's preferable from 3 and 4.
We didn't mention
until
it. How
6.
many players?
From 2 to 6.
2 to 6 players.
Yeah,
really
it's very
cool.
it's very possible to play with
10 minutes, fast game.
Very fast game.
Available at the booth of IAG.
AG, yeah.
IAG, where can we find?
So IAG, it's in the hall 3.
Halle 3.
Alderac. It's at the center of the hall. I don't remember the.
Halle 3 in der Mitte, aber es ist auch wirklich kaum
Yeah,
zu
it's a
übersehen,
big company,
aber,
AG Alderac, and there you will find this game. And
you know
I
the
will
price?
be there also a lot every day. So if you want to meet me and have fun, I will be there a lot also in the booth.
You play with the people?
I play with the people a few hours a day, and yeah.
And you win? Always?
You know, the thing is, when you know the people, it's easier.
Yeah.
Because you know that
really
they are.
cool to play in the same group, that you start to trick them like you told.
People, I have some friends that like to put the king on the side of the castle, so the people don't attack because they think it's a gatekeeper. Sometimes they are putting the
professional tactic.
Yeah, the strategy of putting your king in siege. So you send the king away from the castle. There are many people having they have things they like to do, and you're just trying to guess the way they like to play the game.
Really cool. What's the price? You know the price?
The price, it's a good question.
About, we don't know.
15, 20, something
50,
like
20
that.
euros.
Yeah.
So yeah, come have a look at the booth of AG Hall 3. There's one question from the chat. Will there be a German version of it?
Currently, it's in English. I'm not sure if there will be a version, but probably, yeah, the partners like Pegasus, they are very good partner of AAG for the German market, and they know the game.
Yeah,
so you ask Pegasus the question. It's the best way to get the game in German.
Ja, Pegasus, ihr sollt das Spiel unbedingt auf Deutsch machen. Da gab es schon Anfragen im Chat. Danach, wer es nicht aushalten kann, also es ist auch wirklich nicht viel Text auf den Karten. Wenn man es einmal erklärt bekommen hat, dann weiß man ja auch die Fähigkeiten der Leute und dann kann man es auch spielen, wenn man kein Englisch kann, indem man sich einfach einmal aufschreibt, was die Leute machen, und dann kann man das, glaube ich, problemlos auch mit wenig Englisch spielen. I told them you don't need much English, so you write your own.
It's the same 6 cards. Once you know them, you're done. It's really, yeah, English is not mandatory.
Es sind 6 Karten, jeder eine kleine Fähigkeit.
And the game comes with a special card, which is an expansion, free expansion, which is the Gong Farmer, that has no ability, 0. It's a very strategic card to play with.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
makes
part
it
of
more
the
difficult. It's 7 people in the castle then.
Yeah, you can actually, you have different ways to play with expansion. You can replace cards. This game is very modular.
You're already working on an expansion?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Look at this inside the card, yeah? For siege, and it's expensive.
So what I mean.
The box is already ready.
Siege expansion.
Yeah. And the game is very modular. Some people actually play with 2 copies. So they have several chancellor in the castle. You can actually, it's
then
very
you can
modular.
choose your own castle.
The rule
crew.
says 6 cards, but some of my friends, they put 8 cards, they put 3, I mean, you can do really...
18 cards.
If you have 1 king, it's
24 cards, 4 kings.
And then it's not more 10 minutes. It's a very long game.
Then it's a long game, but maybe you want it. Maybe I want to have a big castle. No, I really like it, really fun game. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you for the opportunity.
Our stream. Wir machen wieder eine ganz kurze Pause und dann geht es aber hier auch gleich schon wieder weiter mit dem nächsten Titel.